co-host with me is Ryan Alfano. Scott Bromley.
What's going on, Internet?
And then the Internet's Brian Scott. We told Ryan he had to bring the fire this episode, so
Ryan just brought all the fire. You just took the fire.
I said Ryan.
Like a green.
And any opens this week is Max Scoville.
Yeah, he's dead.
No, the whole point of it though was that Brian sets the tone and you
Oh.
gotta come out swinging.
Yeah.
Now I'm intimidated.
You gotta scream something. Like if somebody tried to rob your house and your colleagues that are leaving, you gotta scream something. What would you scream?
You take that back.
It makes me really disappointed that I've been robbed in life, but you haven't.
You just point that I haven't had to undergo that traumatic experience.
Yeah, I feel like every time I see you, I want to rob you.
He was robbed of a normal adolescence.
How do you suppose that?
Well, you spent your whole adolescence on IRC chat talking to 30-year-old men in their bedrooms about which Matrix character you wanted to be.
That's not true. That was only from the age of 16 to
Burning down trees in Zelda instead of climbing real ones.
22.
How long after watching the very first Matrix movie did it take before you were like, well, gotta find the nearest place that sells a big-ass fucking trench coat?
Oh, I already had one of those.
Yeah.
What about
Can't get into that trench coat without one.
What about nose-clipping sunglasses?
Those don't even exist. Those aren't real.
I think those are totally
Those
real.
are like glued to the space or something.
No. How many times did you jerk off to the soundtrack? Well, it was just playing in the background while we were watching.
I'm pretty sure that's a negative answer.
Well, not to it.
Not too much, but it was just playing in the background.
Remember when that movie was? It's just that woman was actually pretty.
I never fell for that trick.
Yeah.
She's just not really that attractive.
No, I was like, those are some camera tricks where they go around, but you cannot make Carrie and Moss look hot.
She looked like a chicken in Gunpla.
God, Brian.
What? You said she wasn't attractive. I just painted a
She looked like a mannequin that was melting.
Exactly. Movies like that and Hackers have just made a group of people that don't have the body type dress really badly.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize that most of the Matrix was about exercise.
Yeah.
I think I went over. They're like,
None of those people sat in front of computers.
I want to buy all these things. What's missing? Oh, physique.
Yeah.
That's important.
I can do kung fu. I can run over buildings. I can
Yeah, I want to see the Matrix movies reshot with all the people who watched them, loved them, and bought their clothes, but couldn't make it to the top floor of that rooftop scene. Every time, like, we're gonna fight on the rooftop. I'm on the third floor. Well, the elevator's broken. Use your Matrix. Morpheus! I'm gonna shoot a bullet at you right now. I can't bend over. I can't bend backward.
Just let it hit me.
Let's shoot the scene where we eat steak. I'm good at that.
I can eat all of that.
That I can do.
That I can use my ninja moves to shovel it in my mouth as it's flying towards me.
Basically, what we're
You just
saying.
gotta bend reality to make the roof come to you.
Yeah.
Most
Most people can't even bend their necks to their own necks.
This is a moment where it bears repeating that if you have a ponytail and you listen to this show,
Cut it off.
yeah. Like, no, I'm telling you,
Send it
I've known plenty of
to
people who have ponytails, even close friends of mine. None of them ever looked good with it compared to when it was off.
even James.
I just came up with the best idea for a TV show, Anthony.
Okay.
It's called Bears Repeating, and it's about bears that keep attacking the same guy.
So he just lives in fear all the time. Next bear attack.
Tonight I'm bears repeating.
Oh, not again! No! Renewed for season 30. God damn it!
Starring very special guest star Goldilocks.
So yeah.
Oh yeah. Bears repeating.
I'm sorry, he said that, and that just didn't throw me off.
No, I can't stand ponytails. Like every time I see one, I'm like, you look disgusting, and you would look amazing if you just let someone who knew how to cut hair.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see a Predator movie where the dude just cuts off dude's ponytails. That saves them. Which I thought the people were like, oh no, you gonna kill me? No, I just want your hair. You look like a woman.
I would love to just go to a gaming convention. I know, like, I love I love gaming nerds. I'm a gaming nerd, but man, ponytails. I'm just telling you, no matter who you are, there are two things that never look good, and one of them is ponytails, and the other one is utility kill.
Yeah,
No matter how much you convince yourself, utility kill to never look good.
Yep.
Never look good. That girl who's banging you at like something like PAX
You were
is
wearing
doing it.
pants
Is
first.
doing it because she's decided that you're redeemable beyond that.
Yeah, and also because she has nothing to. She wants me to get some free clothes out of it.
I mean, you're fucking on a Mushroom Kingdom mushroom pillow. There's nothing good that'll come out of that.
Also, your crime-solving fedora is getting you nowhere.
All right?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing that?
Take it down a notch, Inspector.
Yeah.
You're not solving anything.
Not to wear that, but he also made like $450 million.
Right.
How do you know it's not an Indiana Jones fedora?
It doesn't matter because they're not Indiana Jones. Again, just like Matrix, they probably missed out on the part where you should be in
Just because you're solving crimes with Professor Layton doesn't mean you're actually solving mysteries.
And those guys aren't afraid of smoke. They're afraid of pussy. Like, oh man, I hate this shit. What is it? It's fucking pussy everywhere. Get me out of this bitch. I don't know what to do with this shit. Gross.
I a lot of people, fat shaming and stuff has become a thing in recent
Has
years.
it? What do you mean?
Yeah, that people look down upon it like you can't.
Well, I mean, it's the only way to look at it, right?
Wait, so down upon what? Fat people?
But like no, people that like give people crap because it's like making fun, like not making fun of kids, but like being like, oh, we shouldn't even point out when someone's overweight and stuff. That's not cool.
That's a new thing.
That's been going on for a while, but it's gotten more intense.
That's
over the
horseshit.
last year.
That's horseshit.
Because to me, like, as having been a lot fatter, Brian was a lot fatter, Scott was definitely
I
a lot
was a lot
fatter,
fatter.
Max was a lot fatter.
Well, hang on. What exactly are we talking about?
It's like I've seen.
We're not. Are we talking about you being like, fatty, you dumb fatty? Or are we
No.
talking about being like, you're overweight, you might want to.
Exactly. Exactly. But like bringing it up is like something like, I mean, there are various degrees of it. Like, yes, you shouldn't necessarily just make fun of people for being fat. That's kind of fucked up. But like, if you,
Unless you're us.
but like, but I'm just saying that like, even talking about like, man, fat, like, you can't just have any negative associations with fat people anymore, because if you do, it means you're like a bad person to some people. And I just feel like, and I just feel like I just saw this article on CNN that was an editorial from this woman that was like trying to talk about how she's fat and healthy, because like there was like this study that was like
people like
it was like
fucking hate.
she was like talking about how I went to the doctor and I got a clean bill of health, but it's like, yeah, you're fat, which probably means it's gonna fuck up your knees over time. You're increasing your chance of diabetes going on. But she was going to the study where fat people live longer, like slightly, like is it overweight people will live longer than
compared to people who die early in car accidents.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, to me, it's
I'm
just
sure. I mean, like, I'm sure everybody in Wally lived to be 100. Call that living.
there are very few people in this world. There are very few people in this world, though.
It's like a commercial.
Like, I'm not saying I'm not
Call that living.
I'm not perfectly. I'm overweight. I know that, but
You're not the fat guy that people are going to be fat shaming.
No.
but I just think that like
Because you also don't dress like a fat guy.
you could. But I'm just saying you can do something about it. That's what bothers me. Is everyone always acts like there's nothing to do about it. There are very few people who are like genetically going to be fat no matter what. Like, that's not that common. Most people.
But I like when those guys lose weight because they look hilarious. Like, it disappears in certain areas, but then other parts like, that's still a fat guy. And then they're like, it all pops out. I mean, fat people have it great. They have picnics fucking 3 times a day.
Okay,
Do whatever they want.
So I went to a bar for the Super Bowl, and at this bar they had a potluck, which is second only to going to a strip club for a buffet. You don't want to eat the food there, but people do.
Yeah.
And there's this like one of the characters from the SNL sketch The Bears was at this bar. Like, it was this huge fat
Dick star of Bears repeating.
It bears repeating. Special guest star of the week, the pool table filled with food, because he kept on making repeat trips to it. So you would just go up there and just shovel, like, they had this huge bin of like steak, and you just go up there and fill a nacho tray with steak, and then eat it while he's standing there, like eat off of it, and his jaws just go like kind of like a dog where you give it peanut butter and its jowls just move all over the place. So he's just gumming all this steak, and he was getting back up and down, back up and down. And I was looking at it through the course of the entire game, and I added it up because he was sitting at the table right next to me. He got 7 trays of meat in 2 hours.
Wow.
On top of like Milano cookies, chips, like a shitload of sliders, and his whole like him, his fat wife, and his fat kid were there, just all doing this.
I mean, it's not.
Day.
It's hard to watch sometimes.
It is hard to watch, but it's also like a car accident.
Yeah, you can't stop.
At the same time, I was like, wow, that used to be me, and it's like there's part of my brain going like, I'm kind of jealous you eat this gross street meat because I would love to have some of it, but I don't want to eat.
But also, you're watching
straight.
like he passed plate 5. Like I never went that deep down a rabbit hole.
And that was another thing that I was thinking about. Like I've never. There are things where even as a fat guy, I had self control, and I was like, I've never eaten a pizza by myself.
Yeah,
I've never.
What?
Yeah, never.
Man, I have.
I've never finished an entire.
Never.
Oh
finished.
man, I used to dominate on whole larges all the time.
Yeah, never done that before in my life. Always wanted to, never did it. Even as a fat guy,
That guy and the Italian never have, but we're like, oh, yeah.
never finished like a giant bag of chips by myself in one sitting. Never done that.
Yeah, me neither.
Always wanted to.
You
Never
ever
did.
drink a whole 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew straight out of the thing?
Nope, never done that.
Yeah.
Oh God, Ryan.
No, I'm like I would.
Back there.
I might accidentally
Matrix
fuck up a
session.
box of cookies without knowing it. Like that'd be different for me if I
Yeah.
sat down and I'm like, wow, that's gone. But a whole pizza is.
Whole pizza takes some work.
Yeah, that's a lot of food.
It doesn't take work.
Dude, I don't take work.
I don't talk about flop, 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 flop.
All these people write it in. I could do 4 pizzas.
No, a lot of people are probably writing in because they're mad that we're implying that fat people suck. I don't think fat people suck.
I was a fat person.
I have
Fat
many
people
friends.
suck.
I have many friends who are awesome and they're fat, but a lot of my friends, it's just become like this thing in the last couple of years. Maybe it's because we're all getting to be around 30. I don't know what it is, but like all my friends, and I'm not even talking about people like Brian. The Brian. Well, hold on.
I just ate more pizza than you.
I burped a second ago. I was trying to explain, but I just mean that Brian has gotten in way better shape than you were 2 years ago, undeniably.
Yeah.
And so it's like I'm saying, like, all my friends when they started to turn
But I'm
30,
still a little rough around the edges. That's the way I want to keep it. I realize that I never want to get to a point where I'm just like
obsessed.
complete. Yeah, I always want to be able to live a little bit. Like
Sure, I'm right there with you, which is why I still got a little bit on me, right? But all my friends, like my fattest friend that was like fatter than Scott was at his fattest. Now he's like doing P90X and he's like telling me how he can do 20 pull-ups. Like,
see, I hate that.
See, but the thing with that guy is a lot of those people, it's great. It works for you for a couple of years. But if you hit 5 years, congratulations, you're actually going to stay fit. Because a lot of those people are like, yeah, do a P90X, and then 2 years later, they're right back where they were.
Yeah.
They're like, I had that whole pizza again. It was good.
Yeah, and I think that the worst thing you could do, which I always said I'd never do, is to be fucking preachy about it.
No, I was never preaching about it.
My friend isn't preaching about it either.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I hate those people that are just like, oh man, I used to, but now I'm this, and like, you should do that too. Like, I don't tell people smoking's bad for them. It's been, almost 9 months since I quit smoking cigarettes. I don't go, hey man, take that thing out of your mouth, because that's fucking retarded. I smoked them for 15 years.
Which is why when I see fat people, I'm like, right on, man, I'm jealous.
Yeah. And it's like, there's nothing like with a smoker, when you wake up and you're like, no one needs to tell you you're dying. You feel it every day. And when you're fat and you wake up and you go, fop, pop, pop, and you can't see your own dick, no one needs to tell you to lose weight. You know.
Yeah.
So, like, telling anyone, maybe
I tell people.
That's also the thing with as a former morbidly obese person, it wasn't people telling me you should lose weight, you should really exercise, which they do all the time. That shit never gets through to you. The thing that gets through to you is there will be a trigger in your head one day where you look at a picture of yourself, at least for me, and I looked at a picture of myself and I was like, whoa, you are out of control. Yeah. You need to stop and pull back.
Exactly.
And
the mirror won't tell you.
No, mirror will not tell you, because the mirror you'll be like, I look good, I look fine, I look like chubby, but these clothes are working on me. And then you see a picture of yourself, and you're like, as a fat guy, look at that fat guy, and you realize, oh fuck, that's me. And then you go and you lose 140
That's
pounds.
what happened on a minor scale with Max. I'll never let him live it down. When he called, you dress up well for a fat guy, and I was like, you know how to cut me so deep. Then I lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
So that's why you can't tell secrets to Max.
Yeah, because they'll cut you.
Because he'll blow it.
That's what got me like eating a bit healthier.
Max?
Eating a bit of Ryan. Jelly cherries don't count as
Well, he's having a cheat day, but it was because one day I think, who was it? Was it Scott or Brian that was like, you're getting a little bit of a belly?
I think it was Max.
Oh,
Wow.
He was like, "When's the baby due?" or something like that. And I was like, "What?
I think that was Stacy.
No, it was. I think it was Mac.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I drink a lot of water. I don't eat a bunch of pasta.
this
Except
is all
tonight I
Mac's
did the opposite of that.
May you rest in peace.
Yep.
Well, now that we've gotten the view part of the show over,
We're Sherry Shepherd. We didn't land on the moon. That's weird. Have y'all ever seen a penny? Who's that president?
Canada's getting rid of this, by the way.
I know. I
I
saw.
was really happy about
I saw that.
supposedly we are too in a couple of years.
Really? Because I read that like Canada's like, we're going broke, eh? This costs $11 million a year.
And it was funny. My first reaction was, "Oh yeah, well I've been throwing Canadian pennies in the trash my whole life too."
Yeah, because they end up in our.
Every time you go to like Coinstar or whatever, and it's like, "No, I don't want that shit." And you're like, "Why? It's the same thing. It just has a frog on it or whatever."
Or their money sounds so fake. Like I don't know. There's just
Loonies?
something about their money that just makes it sound so different. I'm just not
What?
used
Just
to it.
the sound of the coin?
Yeah, like when you throw a Canada coin around, it sounds like when someone bought you a bunch of like dumbass like I want the Magic Mountain tokens or something like that. You know, that's like what they use as their real money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I picture like
Canadians. Are
one out of every 5 families in Canada has like a mutant son that they don't want to tell the government.
Where does that statistic come from?
Wolverine?
I think so. Yeah, for whatever reason, that's what my dumb brain does. Like everyone else is like Mounties and like maple syrup. I'm like, no, they have mutant kids, and they don't want to tell anyone about it. And not like mutants, like he's got a fucked up hand or something, but like, wow, he can turn things into ice. And he doesn't tell anyone. I don't know why. This is just what my brain does.
You watched a lot of X-Men.
Wait, now what? When does this trigger in your head?
Talk about
What?
mutants. You have
I don't know.
Brian peaked.
I don't know, man. I'm weird. What do you want me to say?
Huh?
Oh, Ryan's ready to talk about.
follow-up questions.
Ryan's ready to do X-Men talk with.
Ryan, if you could have a mutant power,
Oh yeah. What would you?
Haven't we had this conversation like 100 times?
No, we it's superpower.
The same thing.
No, mutant power is different
Oh, how?
because
I have the power to fly. It's a mutant power. It's a mutation.
Yeah, but it's not.
How does that-
But it's not super because you can only fly 3 feet in the air.
Oh, that's a dumb rule.
Yeah, it's a mutant power.
If I could have any mutant power, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, you do. You've thought about this.
yeah, you have.
Now, if I could have any superpower, it'd be like flying or turning invisible or something. I don't know.
Take
Or
out
running
the
really
shit.
fast.
Take out the
It's my
shit.
favorite couch.
I'd like you.
Like every superpower is a cliche.
I think your super.
It's my
I think
favorite
your
color.
Superpower would be turned into a turkey leg. You just look delicious.
I think it would be something that gave me something that gave me a lot of money. That's what
So turn it into a turkey leg then.
how would that give me a lot of money?
You have like all the what? I'm just kicking my leg out. Right? It's getting annoyed that I'm fidgeting with my foot. I'm having like a baby seizure. What do you want?
I'm listening to your shoe rattle in the air like it's a dog's toy.
I think Ryan has all like the crazy neuroses.
So it's my favorite couch and my favorite color.
Like psychotic tendencies of a
Brian, would
CEO.
your superpower be one good night's sleep?
God, maybe I can use that.
When was the last time you had a night terror?
I don't know. Full on night terror, those are really rare. I don't have those.
So what about a night scare?
Semi.
Well, I mean,
A semi spook.
there's a lot of times when I'll talk in my sleep. My chatter. Like my wife will tell me, like, "Oh, you were like were talking in your sleep last night," and I'm like, "I have no memory of it."
When you have a night terror in your sleep, do you say ghosts?
They don't work that way. No, usually you just wake up screaming as though someone just stabbed you, and you hope, oh God, I hope I need to wake up the whole building.
So mini terror, does it just sound like you're having sex? Like, oh,
Cool shit's happening.
Me too.
It's vivid terror. It's not anything specific happening.
I'm gonna confess something to you guys right now.
oh, here we go.
Every night before I go to bed, still to this day, if I'm having trouble falling asleep, I still
Count tits.
sit there and think about being in the cockpit of an X-Wing in hopes that that's what I'll dream about. That is a true story.
Really?
I just wanted to share that with you guys. I've never told anyone that.
And it never happened?
It's never happened.
Dude, when this show finally ends, I hope you get your Stand By Me ending where you walk off into the cockpit of an X-Wing.
But I do that every night when I'm having trouble sleeping. I'll just sit
Have
there.
you ever had any Star Wars dreams?
You should just jerk off.
Really? Because I should fucking trade brains with you. We should trade bodies because I get to have sex with a girl every night, and when I have night terrors, I have the same night terror of Yoda hitting me in the head with a stick because I can't lift up the X-wing. It's a swamp. Whenever I have a fever, ever since I've been like 5 years old, what the fuck? It's like whenever I have a fever, I have the same hallucination dream of Yoda just getting really mad at me because I can't get the X-wing out.
What the fuck is going on in here?
That can't be a night terror, though.
It's fucking terrifying. It's a little green man.
It's just a nightmare.
Sleep you cannot.
It's really different.
But yeah, I think about that all the time.
You never told anybody that.
Why don't you start thinking of different vehicles? Maybe we'll get one of those. Like start with a speeder bike.
Think about Optimus Prime, or
Think about Battlestar Galactica. They flew different ships in them.
Sure.
I just, for some reason, I hope that I can lucid dream. This would be perfect if we had some sort of lucid dream advertisement on the show.
Why are you still awake?
Fucking dream.
Someday.
Yeah, we can dream.
You never told anybody that?
No,
Why not?
just because I never even thought about it really. That's something that I do all the time, like literally almost every night.
Wow.
And it's like as my drift off to sleep thing, I'm like, I'll pick up that next one.
Do you know what? Something. Do you know something I do sometimes that I told Anthony this a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't sure if I was going to share it on the podcast, but
Okay, well we're sharing that.
this is a little weird. But there'll be times when me and my wife will be like in a store, a Target or something, and
I thought you were gonna say erotic bliss.
well, there's that. This doesn't happen then. But
Immigrant Target.
We're gonna keep it. I'm gonna have expert professionals.
now I'll wander off somewhere. We'll get separated.
So the toy aisle.
Sometimes.
Hey man, I'm 30, I'll be 32 in a month, and I still drift into the toy aisle.
Yeah.
Let's see how she's doing.
Yeah.
What's
Exactly.
going on over here?
But we'll get separated. She'll have wandered off somewhere, and I'll be looking for her. And there'll be a period of time, like if I can't find her after a certain period of time, there's this little voice in my head. It's like,
You're lost.
this is the moment you're going to realize that she was never real. It's all made up in your head.
What?
Oh my god, really? Like I actually believe that, but there's this whole voice that's like, this is the thing you find out. This is the twist ending of your life movie.
That's amazing.
Wow. When all the lights in Target just go. Just everything shuts down. All the actors come out of their holds and they're like, surprise, Ryan. It's like the end of the game.
Or the Bates.
Or I'll just realize like I was insane. I've been insane the whole night.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
isn't that cool?
No, I mean not for you, like for me to laugh at it.
Another thing that happens all the time is that anytime to this day, and ever since I've been a little kid, whenever I'm in an elevator by myself, there's nothing sexual.
I wonder how you'll deliver the baby.
No. I always
Press the 6 and 9
and the elevator door's closing. I always think about having a shotgun and shooting an alien from Aliens. Literally every time without fail, I think.
Really? I thought you were going to say that you tried to use you wave it close with your hands like it's force power.
No, I do that all the time at the grocery stores, though.
It's past your fasting period, though.
You had to shoot something. Anthony at work the other day had to get into a Jedi costume for my show, and he was like, "I can't find my lightsaber. Has anyone seen it?" And I was like, "Just put your hand out.
Put your hand out and shake it. It'll come right to you."
Yeah, that works. I mean, that shit's gonna slowly kill my love of Star Wars all the time. They're just like, put on your Jedi robe, and at this point, I pull it out, and it's always like this wrinkled, sweat-addled mess under my desk, and I'm like, putting it on every
They make washing machines now.
Yeah.
That are not canon.
Yeah, wait, Anthony, I got a question, about the Star Wars. And no, this is real.
It's kind of a lie.
A total of 6 terrible movies and two okay ones and one great.
Totally possible. Totally.
You know what?
Is it gonna
get any worse?
No, but I'm just saying, is it going
If it was
to
your
become,
cheat day, then you would have mentioned it this morning.
They're just ashamed to say that they're huge Star Wars fans.
No, I'll totally. I mean, I made the decision.
How
that
many
I have to own it.
bad Police Academy movies are there really?
6.
5? Because I like up to 5.
Hang on. What are the 2 good ones? What's the good one other than the first one?
Citizens
And now the whole world knows you're a liar.
4 is great.
Yeah, it's Citizens on.
That's where it started to go downhill.
Yeah, Mission to Moscow is when I completely jumped the shark.
But I was gonna say when they got rid of Steve Gutenberg,
They got rid of half
Mission Miami Beach is when it went downhill.
Yeah.
Police Academy 4 was okay because Seth was
Wait, in Miami Beach, is that when they write Dork on his chest?
Yeah.
Good movie. Good movie. It's a good fucking movie.
You know what I loved about that movie though, or at that time in moviedom, like everyone was like, we need to send a movie sequel in a tropical location, send it to Miami. They're like, Mission Miami Beach, Revenge of the Nerds 2, Miami Vice. I don't know.
Because everybody figured out that they could just shoot there for 6 months.
Yeah, they're like, fuck it, we'll just sit on the beach all day and do crack low.
You know what? I've been saying this for a while, but when we do our next movie concert, I want to do Police Academy 4.
Oh, okay.
I want to do that.
It's been 30 years since I've seen it, but sure.
Yeah.
That's the one where
it's been not nearly that long.
That's the one where they have a hot air balloon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they give
And Sharon Stone's in it.
Yeah, Scott, to answer your question, I think it would just be like most movie franchises now. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about most movie franchises,
like Saw.
Terminator,
Yeah.
Predator. Oh yeah, because they're aliens. Fuck. There are more bad Aliens, Predator, Terminator movies than there are good ones.
That's true.
Like, hands down, not even close. Especially with aliens.
Yeah, how many aliens? Is it 6 now?
If you count Prometheus and the Alien vs Predator movies, there's like seven or eight.
7.
There's 1, 2, 3,
4. There's 2 Alien vs Predator movies.
Yeah.
And then there's Prometheus. So 7.
Right. Wow. There's 2 Predators, 2 Predator movies. No, there's 3 Predators.
No, there's 2.
Robert Rodriguez Predator.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is that canon though, or is that just a remake?
Oh my god.
Very canon.
No, I mean canon to the.
They addressed the events in Los Angeles.
Did they really?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Oh, you should. It's fun.
Oh, so they did address.
Yeah.
Danny Glover.
Yeah, they didn't address the fact that, and I was watching Predator 2 the other day, they didn't address the fact that Danny Glover looks like he's in oil porn for the entire movie. He is the sweatiest man in the history of Los Angeles. Everybody else is, even like Nick Nolte, is sort of keeping his cool.
I watched that movie the other day too. They shot a lot of cardboard boxes in that movie.
Yeah.
All they were doing was just shooting cardboard boxes.
They're also on the BART train. Yeah. Half the movie, which is not even in
Los Angeles. So.
Are they really on BART?
Yeah. They fight a predator on the BART train.
Well, it's the Metro line.
Yeah. But it's the BART. It's the same BART train you take to go home to San
Oh god, that movie is so bad.
So look.
Except I remember I totally loved the sex scene at the beginning. It made my dad really uncomfortable when we saw it together.
What movie?
Predator 2. It opens up with the sex scene. That's how the movie opens.
This time it's Predator.
Wait, to go back though, the Star Wars movie, this next one. I have faith. J.J. Abrams is directing it.
You got a ticket for jaywalking to get fucking action figures for episode 1. Don't give me shit about
I'm right there with Ryan.
You were excited for episode 1. I knew clear as day when I first saw the movie trailer for episode 1, it was gonna be shit.
No, you did.
No,
Yes,
you
I
didn't.
did.
No, you did.
I swear on my fucking life.
We've had this
Hey,
conversation.
I swear to God.
I was excited for that, and then I
Trailer
walked
made
out
it
of the
look
movie
No, the picture.
going, wow, this is horrible. And then the expectations were dialed down quite significantly for the others. This is a different set of creators working on them. Okay? J.J. Abrams is directing. He's already proven he can make a good Star Wars movie. It was called Star Trek. You have an Academy Award-winning scriptwriter writing it, and you don't have George Lucas orchestrating the whole thing.
And you have people that were involved in Empire Strikes Back consulting.
Right.
You don't think George Lucas is gonna have anything to do with this?
He sold the Empire.
He's
Yeah.
consulting.
He's still gonna come in
He
every now and
ended
then.
up as bad.
Can you put the frog leg on the back of his head and then move that droid so he has a penis? Maybe
Every day.
you could put the frog
If you read any of the Art of Star Wars books, all they talked about was how everybody's like, we were really passionate with this great thing, we worked on it for months. And then George came in and was like,
no. Hey guys, can you put more singing aliens in here? I want to sell a soundtrack.
why does the flaps go that way? And he's like, I would never work like that. He's like,
I'll do it. Hey, it'll be great for this character. We'll put a beard on him and make him fly like a butterfly, and he owns a slave, and that slave is Darth Vader.
If you ever look at some of the behind-the-scenes things in, on the DVDs and stuff, and you'll see him sitting there looking at like a model someone's made, you just see everybody in the background being like,
they're terrible.
don't fire me, sir.
Because he's basically got their creative baby in their hand and he's dangling it off a ledge. That's all that guy does is kill good ideas.
So, well,
It's all part of my original vision. All part of it.
It's just like how he gets lazier as he talks.
So
I think
I've never eaten a whole pizza by myself before.
Yeah, you can at least say that like you.
I've never done that.
I'm willing to bet he's eating a whole piece of
I
it.
have eaten a whole carton of ice cream by myself. Great.
I bet you George Lucas has jerked off before and then not moved for 5 hours.
I did that.
Like he was just like, ah! And he was just sitting there, he's like,
I got all this money. I'm not really sure what I can do with it. How else do you think I wrote Howard the Duck? I got down the back of a Tucker car and jerked off and wrote a script about a Tucker Right. Well, you know, that's some of the things I wanted to do when I first.
I heard it at a recent Lucasfilm party they had. It was like a big, video party. You're awesome. Everyone gets to go out to the Skywalker Ranch for it.
everybody did body shots off.
And they had the Ark of the Covenant from Indiana Jones there. They set up as the centerpiece in this party. And everyone's like, no, you can't look at the Ark of the Covenant. You'll kill us all. Like, if you reveal what's inside there, it's too.
It's all your bonus checks.
And what it was, when they opened it, was just like a box full of fucking Howard the Duck VHS cassettes or something like that.
That's part of my original vision. I really know how to party. Make jokes about everyone else's hard work.
That's amazing.
There's also Willow tapes on the bottom.
Willow's a good movie.
I'm not for idiots.
Willow's alright.
I like the part where the sheep goes, Willow.
No, Willow was a great Val Kilmer movie. Like, that was when Val Kilmer was awesome.
He got top billing, man.
Oh, you know,
Yeah, it's also part of my original vision. Fuck Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
You don't get top billing in that.
Top billing in that movie was
Top
billing.
billing. Top billing. You have to be on Val Kilmer's shoulders for that.
Val Kilmer, we're giving you top billing over a ginger midget and a bunch of puppets.
he originally wanted to make
And a whole woman
Star
who
Wars.
turns into a sheep.
He originally
Some
wanted to make
fucking river baby and a wolf. you beat them. You beat those guys.
He originally wanted to make Star Wars about a tiny Luke and Leia, like they were going to be dwarves, and that's why Willow got made.
Shut the fuck up, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Star
yeah,
Wars was
that's
going to be about. They wanted like he loved the idea of there being a dwarf protagonist or a midget.
Man, I would have loved to see the scene
Sorry,
between
Wilbur.
Leia and Han where she's like, I love you. And he's like, ugh. Gross.
Jesus, Brian,
What?
No,
it's not
it's
gross.
really, it's not gross. It's endearing when you see someone with their very tiny sausage fingers wrapped around a lightsaber trying to battle evil. It's part of my original vision. I can't.
I could be wrong about that.
I would love to see midget Star Wars. I can reshoot that. I want J.J. Abrams' Star Wars 7 to be about a bunch of midgets fighting.
He definitely could get the X-Wing out.
It could reach the pedals.
Hey, R2, you can do everything?
Yeah, I could be wrong about that, but I thought that's what it was.
I like to see it. Are there midget Wookiees?
Get a call Ewoks.
They're called babies.
No, but I mean, the Wookiees have to have some sort of genetic mutation that makes
There was one Wookiee
that was a.
God damn it.
who had a.
Now you're just going into the children's books, like the littlest Wookiee. No.
Lumpy from this Christmas
There
special.
was one Wookiee who had a sort of birth defect that allowed him to speak basic coherently for humans.
Like the computer language?
I know, right?
Is it
because his tongue was different?
Yeah, so he could pronounce
Sad
words
to
in
know
basic.
What?
Wait.
His tongue was
Actually, you know who else has different tongues?
Women.
Do they?
That's not where I was going with that, but we'll leave that on the table.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, people with Down syndrome. Stop. No. Nope.
I'll put them out with it. That was bad.
No.
Do we have any?
Sorry, I was trying
Get
to.
us out of here.
I was trying to play the sound of the Wookiee talking like a person. There's an audio book where he's constantly like,
Going to tell you.
Sounds like the world's worst audition for video game voiceovers. Can you do any characters?
Yes, I can.
What character is that?
Oh, that's a Wookiee that can talk like humans, all of them.
Lorinda.
Ooh,
Lorinda.
it's a lady.
Yeah, but she's writing it for her boyfriend.
Lame.
Oh God, does she want us to give us a shout out? Fuck her if she does. No,
Be
fuck
nice.
your boyfriend.
Her boyfriend's name is Justin Fry.
Fuck Justin Fry.
Why? He loved your show so much he downloaded the podcast app.
Oh, okay.
And every single episode on her iPhone, so she could listen to them.
We love
So
you,
he's
Justin.
writing it.
All right, Justin,
So,
you get a pass this time.
Justin Fry, there you go, you got a shout out. And your girlfriend did something amazing for you, I don't know. Go down on her or something.
Yeah.
Is there a question?
No, that was it. I just wanted to give that shout out.
Okay.
Why? Why can't we do the occasional shout
No,
out?
we can do
for
it.
our
It's all right.
fans?
All right, all right.
He bought our app, he gave us money.
Thank you.
What are you so mad about?
You're the one saying, everyone's saying, fuck this guy. I'm not mad. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, but you're doing the heavy side.
I was doing the heavy side.
Okay. Well, anyways.
He ate a shitload of pizza today.
Well, anyways. All right. John writes in, he says, I sell insurance for a living, and recently I had a client mention to me that he used to be a professor at Radford University.
All
After hearing this, it was all I could do not to ask him if he taught kids to come on their tits. Come on, tits. He says,
So how is it to
Come
not
on.
sell that
He
insurance?
says, turns out his wife was also a nurse at Radford University. Really, the story goes nowhere, but I wanted to give you more ammo for the joke. That's the letters we got.
It's because, yeah, she studied with Dr. Feelgood. Dr. Feel Your Tits. Redbud.
Sometimes I get, so for people that are listening that don't understand how letters happen, that's fine. I try and sort them out, and then I try and take shit that I hope Scott or Brian or someone will turn into something. And by Scott or Brian or someone, I mean Scott or Brian, and no one else can say.
I would love to hear Ryan. Ryan, can you do some Radford U material?
Bogus. There you go.
And scene.
Very good, John. Short but pointless.
Yep.
Alright, so this kid David wrote this and says, I'm really scared.
Okay.
Okay, he's
Turn on the lights.
You're really scared, or he's really
He's
scared?
really scared, basically.
Oh, God.
And he said,
I'm
he
terrified.
says, I have never watched the show,
I'm a caveman, and I'm using some sort of glowing box to put words
but
in.
Netflix rates My Little Pony at 4.5 stars for me. He's afraid of what that means.
Oh, well, what is he watching? What else is he watching? Well, he needs to give us more context on how he gets My Little Pony at 4 stars.
Yeah, the Netflix algorithm isn't the smartest robot in the room.
No, it's like, and it also gives you the weirdest choices. It's like, if you like gritty crime dramas starring Weird Al Yankovic in
Yeah.
wacky situations, you're gonna love Crazy People starring Dudley Moore.
Yeah.
What?
Or survival horror, such as the Beverly Hillbillies. No.
Or it'll be like, you love raunchy American comedies. And you're like, what does that even mean? Yeah, okay. That also. Larissa writes in. She says, I know some of you went to art school, and I'm looking for outside opinions.
Don't go.
I'm going to school to be an art teacher. I'll graduate next
So
year.
you're not a good artist.
Right now, I'm trying to develop my curriculum and create lesson plans for future classes. I'm looking for other people's
Leave a lot of time for your students to smoke weed.
I'm looking for other people's opinions on why art is still an important part of our culture. I've asked many people, other art majors, art teachers, studio graphic design majors, people who know nothing about art, etc. I know that some of you went to art school, but
Said that already.
But I'm thinking about becoming an art teacher.
aren't making your living in art. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Why should art be taught? Is it important to our society, or should it just be overlooked as a hobby?
We need the next great person to draw Mario and the Mario
Yeah.
game. So
Yeah, some people break out. Like some people become celebrities. You know, everyone wants to be an actor. Only like 10 of them make it.
Yep.
You know, you need to teach them how to do it because one of them might do it. You don't know.
Exactly. And every kid is born an artist, as you can see by every time someone draws a penis
Alright,
or a Hitler mustache. No, every kid's born an artist. I think that somebody should help them with that along, like what Scott said. If the betting odds was that 1 out of 10 are going to make it, then it was worth doing.
Yeah. So Larissa, congratulations on maybe getting thanked in an award speech.
And we all need excuses not to go to the gym. We need things that we're good at, like art and comedy, where I can be like, it's okay, I'm a little fat, a little rough around the edges, but I'll get that pussy wet with laughter.
This is true.
There it is.
okay. Maybe this one will turn into something. Carter writes in. Is this Carter with a K too?
Oh, racist.
He says, "Oh look," he says, "my name is Cornelius for the sake of confidentiality."
Well,
Too bad.
Well, too bad. Carter with a K. Cornelius with a Q.
They're like, I'm sure this girl listens. So there's this really fat chick in my history class, but she's not one of those fat chicks that's like shy.
They give you eatable pizza.
Subconscious. She's one of those condescending fat chicks that think she's God's gift to her.
Oh, they're the worst.
Anyway, we were sitting in class the other day doing group work, and I was doing the whole thing where you put R's in every word. And this girl very loudly asked from across the class, "Why?"
Wait, back up. You were doing. What are you dumb kids doing?
You know. Exactly. It's like an internet meme. And she says,
Why are you doing that in real life? Because he's stupid.
Because he's a child.
and he says, this girl very loudly asked from across the class, "Why do you talk like that so much?" Everyone in class, including the teacher, fell silent and looked inside the room where I was sitting. Without thinking, I looked up and said loudly, "Why do you mean so much?" And then he says, I then realized what I had said. Everybody in the room had heard it. Before the teacher could ask me to leave the class, I said, "Yeah, I know," and I went out in the hall. The teacher comes out in the hall trying to hide his laughter and tells me he has to send me to the office. History is now.
You trying to hide his laughter? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Have you guys ever instinctively made a comeback that was unnecessarily hardcore to someone and immediately knew you were fucked? My teacher was cool about it. He's a huge nerd, and I wouldn't be surprised if he listens to this podcast, and I didn't actually get in that much trouble. But I'm just wondering, like, that's what I thought maybe.
So, like, my whole life I've been doing this. I can't even think of one.
That's my problem too, because I've done it too.
I can't even think of one. It's such a shitty thing to do, but I've been, besides doing that, it's a shitty thing to do for my whole life. Even shittier thing to do. But I literally cannot even think of one where.
This is basically every conversation Brian and I have exists of this. You making some comeback and some snarky remark at me for, I don't know, whatever dumb thing I'm doing. Well,
Yeah, but you saying like one where you did, and you're like, "Oh, fuck, I overdid it right there. It was really good, but really fucked up."
Yeah, I can't think of
I had one at work the other day, but it can't be shared.
I mean, I think I told this story, but like a kid from mine died of autoerotic asphyxiation.
No?
And like four of my friends were grieving, like in a circle, and I was like, "Hey, at least he died doing something he loves." And immediately I was like, "Fuck, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said that."
Wow,
did that really happen?
Or the kid really died of wow.
Yeah.
That's some advanced jerking off. Like if that
Or, just advanced.
No, I mean he sucked at it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like
I feel like it's something you have to do with a partner. You can't do it by yourself.
I don't think it's something you should do.
Do people do autoerotic asphyxiation with
That's modern.
Put the news down and write out in.
yeah. Like is someone like, all right, if I Michael Hutchins out for a second here, you're gonna untie the belt, right?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
My safety word is my blue face.
My safety word is Carradine.
That's tough. I don't know. I've been doing this my whole life, and I think I've gotten better over the years. Like, in a lot of ways I have, in a lot of ways I haven't. Like, okay, I think I remember one. I was at a diner in New Jersey at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and this lady was just like sitting at the next table. She was just sassing my whole table because everyone was drunk. And she's just like, "Man, shut the fuck up, you motherfucker!" And she's screaming at us. And she's just like this fat, half white, half Puerto Rican girl. And
So Rosa Perez.
I said, "Bitch, your ass looks like a garbage bag full of bowling balls," in front of a whole restaurant. And my friends were like, "We need to go right now." Like, before you even get kicked out, like, same thing this kid did where he just kicked himself out of class. I was like, "I'll excuse myself. Good night, everybody." And I left. But this is, I always try to get better with this. And I feel bad because I always do it to girls I date, not to that extent, of course, but like, we crack jokes back and forth, and I'll say something that I really shouldn't. But, "Well, your face is a toilet hole." It's like, what?
Yeah.
How did you know? No, I love you. I didn't mean that.
I was on a date and I was playing a game with a group of people, and I didn't even realize that inadvertently I told her she was really terrible at it. Because I was like to the other two teammates, I was like, "Man, you're really good. You're our clutch player. You are second clutch player. I'm doing all right." And then I didn't say anything to her, and she was like, "That mean I'm terrible?" And I was like, "Ah, no."
Means you're really pretty.
And she wasn't even terrible. That's the.
Do you have any examples, Scott?
I mean, I do. I just can't think of any right
We're
now.
gonna have to come back to this.
Yeah, this is one of those things where I'm gonna be on the podcast 3 weeks from now and be like, "Hey, you know this story where that brings up this one time that I said something terrible to someone and it would be out of nowhere."
This guy
I have it. I just
Will
can't think of it.
wrote in, and he's really the only letter I really want to read, just because I really appreciate stories of like a idle hatred towards little fucks and
Alright.
I mean children.
All right.
I want to add to the hate towards children you guys have been preaching lately. So I was standing in line in a store called It's a English store. It's a little kid around 10 was standing.
They sell English.
Ryan should be reading this in his British accent.
And this little kid
Tell you some grammar.
around 10 was standing right behind me. When I say behind me, I mean the kid could have stuck something in my ass. He was that close. Now I'm a 6'3" guy and this kid is 10. He's half the size of me and I turn to look at him. He looks straight at me like I'm a prick standing in his way. To teach this little bitch a lesson, I asked if he wants to go ahead of me. His reply was not a single word, but allowed at me. Now I had enough, so I stepped out of line like the manager and looked at the kid. And I looked at town. It's manager stopped the kid, called the police, and the station started required for a few minutes before taking a quick step out just with his the police started talking to the kid who in the moment he started to cry. Did I regret my actions? No.
Well played.
Well.
That's a long road to teach a kid a lesson he doesn't understand or will never remember.
Yeah, you kind of get a lesson that adults are assholes.
Yeah. I think if a dog pooped on the floor and like you rubbed cheese in his nose, he's like, I think this is nice.
I know, but man, to eat the dream for one.
That was good. I mean,
Like all the times where you're just sitting there like, God, I would like to trip this fucker. Like just something like that, but you don't do it. You can't do it.
Yeah, I had that experience on the bus today where someone else, a ghost man, who like the ghost of myself, traveled into someone else's body and they did what I wanted them to do. So I was on the bus this afternoon traveling home, and there was a guy in the back, as typical on some muni buses, with a boombox playing as loud as fucking
An actual boombox?
Yes.
Yeah, really? That still happens.
Oh yeah.
Like in Bart, it's usually some guy with a phone. And
No.
But turns his tweeter up all the way. To
No, he had a fucking boombox, so he's in the back like, R.I.P. y'all! It was like a Radio Raheem in the back, and
This needs to be like where a group of people just stands up and like, no, we're gonna kill you.
this is what happened. This is what happened. So
it's kind of weird how you can tell how much money someone has by the amount of DJs yelling over the music they own.
yeah, I have a lot of DJs yelling over his music.
DJ K-Slay, rest in peace, Road DB! And it's like it's a song that's been available for free for decades now, but they only have the version that has people screaming over it.
Right. So people are.
I've been there.
People are either A, getting really, or they're all A, getting really pissed off with his music, but B, trying to ignore it so it will go away, or C, giving him harsh looks. I was in the camp where I could watch it with a very harsh look, but I'm also white, didn't want to get in trouble with it, so I was like, all right, well, I'll just play my thing and watch this go down. They really want to step out of here and throw your fucking thing out the window. I wanted to be Michael Douglas and falling down and Zach to be like, I have had enough of this, and just fucking throw him out of the bus. So we get to this bus stop, and he's sitting in his chair, and this dude gets on, and he looks back in the back of the bus where the guy's sitting and goes, hey! He goes, the guy's not paying attention, goes, shut that fucking shit off right now! And then, like, the bus is stopped, the bus driver isn't moving, and the music's still playing. He's like, I don't think you fucking are me! And, like, then he walks over, grabs the dude by his jacket, takes him over to the exit of the bus, and pushes him out. Holy shit. Fucking takes him, throws him out of the bus, door closes, bus drives away, bus. Round of applause for that guy. And then he just sits down and doesn't say anything. I was like, wow, that was the greatest thing next to a parrot getting stabbed on the bus that's ever happened on my
You
case.
saw a parrot get stabbed on the bus. That's the saddest thing ever.
It was a really loud parrot.
We have, like,
Did he break the guy's box?
And he probably broke the guy's leg or arm when he threw him out, because the buses have like a couple steps and then there's the curb, and it was the stop. He like the guy's back was to him. He took him by the shoulders, stepped down on the stairs so it opened, and fucking threw him out cartoon style on his back.
dude, I saw the shit.
No, it was exactly like that.
I saw this shit on New Year's. Like, we have a bus system here that's like unlike anything I've ever seen in the world. Like, the amount of good.
Wait, what does that mean?
It's like
it's insane because it's completely horrible in almost every sense. But like every now and then you get a moment like Scott just described where there's like a vigilante steps up and he's just seen too much. Exactly. He's just like, no, this is where I draw the line.
And I think the weird part is I think they knew each other.
Really?
I think they knew each other because he was going like, oh fuck, man, like when this guy was like waiting for the bus stop.
Mm-hmm.
So like they had to have known each other, and there has to have been a moment where it's like it's this kid. This guy gets him thrown off the bus every day.
I think the crackheads in this town are kind of like the way like the Ninja Turtles act with Bebop and Rocksteady when they see when they're not just like, yo, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. They're just like, oh, that's fucking dude again. He's gonna fuck something to him up. Like they're just like these perpetual cartoon
And
villains.
the thing is, you think the guy in the back of the boombox, if he's been thrown under the bus cartoon style before from this guy, you think he'd be like, well, I'm gonna turn the volume down for a little bit. I might even actually turn it off.
Yes,
Right.
I saw this shit. I was coming out of this neighborhood on New Year's Eve. We went all the way out to the crab place, PB or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And we took the bus. We took a cab there. Decided to take a bus back because we're like, fuck it.
Is it any good by the way?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay,
It's really
that's what I've heard. I just
Yeah,
haven't been on
it's
it.
really good. So we're taking the bus back, and they're just like between this neighborhood and my neighborhood, it just gets increasingly more.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
It gets less Asian, more hippie, and then just straight up crackhead.
Yeah, it gets real bad.
And then you get to my neighborhood, which is just like it's 50% crackhead. 50%
I was gonna say, your neighborhood is like
a nice theater show.
Exactly, your neighborhood is like this weird thing where it's like you might see the nicest.
I love it.
Like,
It's so
all of a sudden,
people. It's so New York in the '80s. Like it's just like
yes,
Bruce Wayne.
yes,
It's Bruce's parents and the people that killed Bruce Wayne's parents.
yes.
Yeah, that's my neighborhood every single night. So,
Yes.
oh, hello, let's go to another show. So and he's got a dress on. They're like, what the fuck is that? And then they die, and then the kid grows up to be a hero or something.
That's exactly what it is.
So this guy, and he gets on. He's got like 8 guitars. He's like, hey man, like, do you have bus fare? And they're like, man, he promised me. And he points to a random guy on the bus. He's like, you fucking promised you pay, man. I got you the last 6 times. And the guy's like, I've never seen you before in my life. And he's like, you, man, no, it's you. And he goes through like 5 different people before the guy just like fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air follows him out the door where he just goes, like, get the fuck out. To see him like the sprinkler shot from the bus. And all of a sudden he's like, and all his guitars go flying.
Well, that was also the great thing about what happened today on the bus is that one stop, like this dirty smelling, fucking smelly homeless man got on the bus, and everyone's going, "Oh fuck, don't sit next to me, don't sit next to me." So the guy in the back who was like, "Oh man, you gotta sit with me. I'll give you $1 because I'm a nice man, homeless dude. Sit next to me." And homeless guy just went, "I'm getting off at the next stop." And I was like, wow, in order to get smelly crazy people not to sit next to me, I have to be even crazier.
Yeah. Yeah, man, something snapped for me a while ago living in this area where now it's like anytime I see something fucked up, I feel like I have to step up. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like there was like this dude getting robbed and this crackhead was gonna fight him and the train was just giving all the shit and I was like, I took off my headphones and I was like, he's been nothing but fucking nice to you.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah.
That's this whole city, man. It's 2 dueling boiling points, right? And one of them is I gotta step up, I gotta do something, gotta step up, gotta do something. And the other one is he's icky, I don't want to touch him. He's I don't want to touch him. He's icky, I don't want to touch him. It's like, gross, gotta fight, but I don't want to touch him and get cooties. Yeah. That's me living here. Because so many times I'll be like, yo, I should fucking knock this guy out. But then my hands will be dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That is gross.
Yeah.
That's why I wear gloves.
The last couple times I've stepped up to stop, though, I thought it was going to turn into a fight. It didn't turn into anything, so I'm determined that I must look somewhat intimidating to people.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to learn to own that.
What
Yeah.
about you, Ryan? You carry a knife everywhere.
That's right.
Okay. That's actually
I haven't had
pretty weird.
I haven't had to stab anybody just yet.
Just yet.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, but nobody ever steps up when these awkward situations. It's called bystander syndrome.
I get
Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh, I know that if someone gets murdered on Beauty and they show a loop of the video and I'm actually on the train or the bus when it happens, I'm going to be one of the people who are like, and nobody stepped up to do a thing.
Yeah.
Because you're like, fuck yeah, no one stepped up to do a goddamn thing. Look at what's going on in front of you. That shit's scary.
Yeah, I had to help this guy push his shitty, like, homeless robot scooter across the street the other day. And it was because, like, there was no one left. I had headphones on, I had on a scarf on, a hoodie. It was, like, full-on, do not fuck with me bubble. I'm like, this and all he's like, hey, man. He's hitting me. And I'm like, what? And I take the layers off. He's like, can you help me push? And I was like, I don't want to touch your trash robot.
I was in, this is,
And pushing it across the street, and all of a sudden, like, the light changes, and 80 cars come coming, and he's like, come on, we got it. I'm like, this is not my, like, fucking Oregon Trail. Like, I don't want to be part of this. Like, I'm against the other side. I'm like, god damn, this thing weighs 1,000 pounds. Like, you just get a cart like a regular homeless man. He's like, you can ride this one. And I'm like, but you put a fucking battery in it. He's like, yeah, what? And I went home and took 8 showers.
I was in your neighborhood over the weekend going to the symphony. And like a Charlie Manson homeless person, guy who looked like Charlie Manson comes up to me.
Do you have a dog?
I don't know, but he just started babbling to me. He smelled like corn chips. He's like, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck do you do? And I'm stuck at a stoplight, and it's on Van Ness, so it's like crazy cars going. And I'm like, oh, there's an opening. I can just cross the street and get away from him. So I like take 2 steps, and he follows me into the street. And I was like, oh shit, here's a car. And then I like back up to him, and he just keeps going. And part of me is like, should I stop him because it's a human about to hit by a car? Or am I doing the world a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and play Frogger, crazy old man.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about because he always walks the dog in my neighborhood. He's got crazy tattoos and everything. And me and my girlfriend saw him down on
That looks like Charlie Manson.
Yeah, down in front of the mall. And it was like, I've never seen 2 living entities the exact same time they were connected, having the worst time and the best time. And it was, there's a guy in the street who's just like the best street drummer ever. He's like,
I know exactly what you're talking about. He's
and it's
right inside the mall.
Yeah, it's right inside the mall. It's amazing. Crazy. And this dude, it's like, yeah, and he's jamming out like crazy. And his dog's like, I don't understand any of this. And he's holding onto a leash. And he's like, come on, have fun with me at this fake concert we invented in our minds. And the dog's like, ah, ah. And the man's like, yeah, free music, free movie. And the dog doesn't know what's going on. He's just like, I'm the dog. I didn't grow up listening to Fish. I don't hate my dad. I don't even know who he was. Bring me home.
I just want some of those dog treats all day. Take 5 steps.
Please, I don't want to go on your adventures. Just bring me to the kettle corn guy and see if there's some trash on the floor.
Will those churro guys just drop some shit again, please?
Please, I'm gonna hear this 12 times louder than you. Bring me home.
It's right in my face.
Dogs hate drugs. Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
No, you would think, but no. No. All right, anything you want to wrap it up?
Yeah.